James Helder, Eiffel TV, MTK Global. With me, I've got Peter Fury. Just witnessed son Hughie Fury capturing the Lonsdale title. Emphatic win over Sam Sexton. Firstly, how are you feeling at this moment?
Feeling very happy. All the hard work's been done, and everything went to plan.
Hughie Fury said the timing of the shot that ended the fight was impeccable. Is that something that you've worked on, that short right hand, repetition on that shot?
No, we was looking to take Sam into the second half of the fight and then really turn it on, because at the moment we said, look, let Hughie show what he always shows, back off him, let him think he's coming, it's the same Hughie Fury. I said, and just let him walk onto shots. I said in the second half of the fight, then go on the front foot, let's look to take him out. Because like I said in the build up to this fight, I'm not relying on judges any longer. Can't rely on that. And there's no disrespect to judging saying boxing's not fair. Look, you're in a heavyweight division, he's got power, use it.
Hughie Fury coming into this fight, there must have been a lot of pressure on not just Hughie, on yourself, on the team, having fought at world level to then, in your own words, drop down to try and reach a target, to get that British to move on again. How much of a relief is it now that tonight's gone successfully?
Well, we got some stick because we bypassed the British title. I always said Hughie was above that, and he challenged for the world title, and to us he got a raw decision on that. So basically we've come down, stepped down for the British title, and look what he's done there. So, people don't need to they can't have a go at Hughie now. He's cleaned up, he's done the British title, and he's done it emphatically. So, you can't ask for any more.
Before the defeat to Parker, am I right in thinking Hughie may have coasted this fight a little bit, may have stood on the back foot, used his jab a little bit more? Was your intention today, as you said, to go out and be clinical in the way Hughie put it on Sam Sexton? Yeah,
be clinical, put some weight in your shots. And I always said this is about not a 12-round fight. He's got to make a statement, and it was always about taking Sam out, and that's what he's achieved, earlier rather than later.
Am I right in thinking Hughie's going to vacate this British title now before looking at other options, at the bigger picture, so to speak?
Yeah, there's a lot of fine young heavyweights, out there. Joe Joyce has been mentioned, and I think it's great for young Joe Joyce to get mentioned. Yeah, he's a real good kid, and I would like Joe Joyce to challenge for his belt. When Hughie vacates it, because he deserves it. He's 32, so Joe Joyce, you're the man. So I'd love to see him contest this British belt, and I'm sure he'll win it.
Now, I don't want to get too excited about myself, but Hughie mentioned he wouldn't mind the route of Wilder or Joshua. At 23, are you prepared to put him in those fights?
Well, answer your own question. He's been in with Parker, and Parker's gone the only man to go 12 for Joshua. I thought Hughie does a similar job to what Joshua done, only Hughie got a raw deal out of it. So is he ready? Of course he is. But the difference is, he'll fight. I'll put him in.
I appreciate that. We saw a not so Cinderella-like story for Peter McDonough today. In his own words, he was very disappointed with the result. He thought he'd done enough to win the fight. Having been in his corner tonight, what was your honest assessment of that result?
I thought he started boxing lovely. I told him to get behind the jab, use his feints and box. And again, Peter, he let the crowd get to him, got into a bit of the trenches, and he let the kid come back in the fight. He let him come back into it. All of his good work that he'd done, he won, and he let the kid come back into it. I still had Peter McDonough winning by a good 7-8 rounds anyway. I had him a winner. But he did let the kid come back, and I can understand the way the referees looked at it. But the first half of the fight was Peter's by a shutout. But he made mistakes in there. He let the kid... Look, why stand toe-to-toe when you're 40? Use your head, box.
He was trying to entertain the crowd a little bit with that,
exactly.
Making it a TV fight.
And it's cost him, because he could have easily used his experience and outboxed that kid all night long. But he chose to have a tear-up like he does.
One person that was on fire tonight is Savannah Marshall, making her UK debut, the first British woman to win an amateur world title. I mean, how good, in your opinion, can Savannah Marshall grow to be?
Look, I've always said, and people doubt, but I think I know my boxing. Pretty well. And I've always said time and time again, when I pick somebody, and I say there's the real deal and they're a talent, they are. I told you Savannah can punch. That girl hadn't been stopped and she's fought some good people. I tell you now, this girl puts women down in sparring sessions with a jab. She is the real deal. She's a banger, she's exciting, and she can clinically take people out with one shot.
Last word on Mick Hennessy. He's backed you guys, and mutually from the start of this thing, how pleased are you from him that, from his point of view, that the show's worked out, that Hughie, from first really professional fight to getting him a British title?
Listen, Mick Hennessy's done a fantastic job. I'm over the moon with my team. And, look, it's about giving respect back. He stood with us, we stood with him, and that's it. We'll just go forward. We got our team, it's unbreakable. And that's the way I roll, that's the way I work. I put friendship first, paramount before anything. And that's what matters to me. And Mick stood by us, he's produced these goods. There's Mick, there's Ali, absolutely over the moon with our team. Couldn't ask for a better team. And I'm very happy. We've got MTK Global as well, they work with us. So we've got a fantastic team. We're probably one of the strongest teams in boxing at the moment.
Quite finally, when can we see Hughie return to action? What's going to be the plan from here, and what sort of level of any sort of names you're looking at? Anything you can tell us? What's going on?
Well, I'm going to speak with our team. I'm definitely looking to get Hughie out again the end of July, and
soon.
Yeah, I'm going to keep him busy, and see if we can get him in good fights. So we're open to all the good fights. Anybody out there wants to test him, no problem. If we can get Pulev, Povetkin, whoever it may be, Char, whatever, we'll take it. If anybody wants to step up to this kid, we'll get it on.
Quite finally, what did you make of Eddie Hearn's $1 billion deal that's been announced sort of this week? What was your take on it all?
Well, tell me what it is. What is it?
Well, basically, it's a live, from what I can take, I wasn't at the press conference, it's a live deal representing 16 American shows, sort of 5.7 million per show, just for like a stream thing. Do you think that's good for boxing?
I think it's good for boxing, and I think any businessman who can do well and get a multi-billion-dollar contract or whatever needs congratulating. So full respect to Eddie Hearn if he's done that. The man needs applauding. The man does well. He's a good promoter. It's what it is. Don't kick people when they do well.
That's a great attitude to have. Peter Fury, thank you very much for your time today. Is there anything you want to add before we disappear?
Yeah, Daniel, we got the job done. Peter Clark, we got the job done.
Thank you very much, Peter Fury.